Well, here we are again, ladies and gentlemen, and this time PlayStation fanboys are hoping, praying that PlayStation would not go multi-platform. Listen, this is something we've been talking about ever since Helldivers 2 was announced for Xbox, and the PlayStation guys, they're like, yo, this can't happen. Why will PlayStation do this? Well, today they got a little hope. Well, that's what they're thinking. They think they got hope. They think this is confirmation that PlayStation is not going multi-platform. Let me explain. Put Square posts an article where it says Sony removes multi-format revenue from strategic indicators. So yeah, if you see this chart, I guess previously they mentioned something about multi-platform titles and the percentage of money it made and whatever, but now it's gone. And this is all PlayStation fanboys needed to go out there and start saying, yes, yes. Oh man, listen, in the world where Microsoft has started releasing its entire portfolio to PS5, many suspect Sony to be following the same path, especially after unexpectedly porting games like Helldivers 2 to Xbox Series X and S and Lego Horizon Adventures to the Nintendo Switch. But interestingly, I can't talk. In the latest corporate report, the firm has removed game revenue beyond console from its list of strategically emphasized indicators. Like I said, guys, this is all PlayStation fanboys need. So they are, of course, out on Twitter saying, good job, PlayStation. Take that, you Xbox punks. And I find it absolutely hilarious. Let's go through some receipts, shall we? Come on! JaytechTV says after 5 years of PC ports, PlayStation has learned the hard way that the PC master race are cheap weirdos.
Shut the fuck up.
There you go, JayTech, man. And he also said, where's my flowers? So apparently he's been saying they're going to stop porting games to PC for years. Well, JayTech, I don't know, man. I think you guys are jumping the gun with this chart from Put Square. You know, we'll get into that later. But I just want to focus on how PlayStation guys are literally running with this shit. Doesn't this remind you of last year where the Xbox fans, we were like, Phil Spencer said only 4 games.
4 games, no promise beyond that. So if you're on those other platforms and you see these 4 games coming, please don't take it as some signal that everything's coming. It's not.
Stop the cap.
He only said 4 games and we saw how that turned out. So yeah, PlayStation guys are doing the same thing. Wishful thinking, but we all know what reality is. Horizon Zero Omega, better known as Amaziago, who was a weirdo himself, he tagged Next Gen 720 and he said Sony is going away from multi-platform game releases. Great news, but the execs are still going to be punished.
Go fuck yourself.
What the hell is wrong with this dude, man? What is wrong with this dude? You know, I shouldn't even put this stupid ass tweet in my video, but I'm not going to do this shit over. Here, Prophet says, where are all those hashtag PlayStation 2 boys now? We're right here, you son of a bitch. We're not going anywhere. Because you think they're not going to go multi-platform? You are sadly mistaken. You know, Nixis, right? Nixis has been PlayStation's bread and butter this generation. Next to Insomniac, they've been PlayStation bread and butter. They've been working their ass off. They've been porting games to PC for PlayStation. Hell, they even ported Helldivers to Xbox. So they bought this studio specifically to port games to PC. And you guys think all of a sudden they're going to stop porting games to PC? What are they going to have Nixis software do? They're going to have them do remakes? Probably not. They're going to have them, what? Do an original IP? Hell no. Definitely not. Or are they going to close the studio? PlayStation guys, calm down, man. You guys are just out there saying some stupid shit just because you don't want PlayStation to do the same thing that Xbox. I understand it hurts. I know it hurts inside, but sit back, use your damn brain for a second. Nixis they bought for this specific reason. You think they're going to stop? MBG said this is definitely worth noting, a potential indicator that Sony's push beyond console and into multi-platform is not making as much money as expected. They seem to instead be signaling to shareholders a refocusing on their own platform and hardware ecosystem. Yeah, I understand MBG is ecstatic about this chart, but I have to tell him, man, listen, MBG, I believe PlayStation is still going to go multi-platform. I don't know if they're going to move the same exact way as Xbox. I don't think their single-player games will go day and date to all platforms, but I do believe most of their new games will come to other platforms, especially PC. We know they're doing PC. These guys are out here saying they're not going to PC anymore. We saw what JayTech was celebrating, talking about PC. I mean, come on, pay attention, guys. Pay attention. Xbox Gaming says a possible refocus shift back to console as a priority. Much needed, in my opinion. Their console has always been a priority, and it still is their #1 priority. But you guys need to realize they need more. They need a little bit more. Yes, most people have their regular job, and that's their priority. But if they have a side hustle, you know, if there's a guy that's an electrician, he has his regular electrician job, but he might take some side gigs on just for some extra money. That's what PlayStation putting their games on other platforms is doing. They're making a little extra money on the side. It's okay. They need it. They have to have it because, as we know, budgets have skyrocketed, and this gaming industry isn't as profitable as it once was in the past. A lot of things have changed, and PlayStation is doing what they have to do. So calm down, killer. This guy, Lunchy Sky, he tags Porter Rock, J-Dub, and JayTech. Then he says, them Helldivers 2 numbers must be low.
I can't stand these fucking people, man.
Of course, he's throwing a shot at Xbox. No, I think Helldivers 2 on Xbox is doing pretty well, my man. But, you know, go ahead, think how you want to think. Talk the shit. But it's so funny because guys like Nate the Hate, who's a reliable insider, he said about a month ago that more Sony games will come to Xbox. Yes. And he said, I don't know anything about Lego Horizon going to Xbox, but even if I did, who would care? I understand that right there, and I agree with him. But Nate the Hate is a guy that knows his shit. He said, yes, more Sony games will come to Xbox. No doubt about it. But I know what some people are going to say, Dirt, this is a month ago. This is 2 months ago. It's September. He said this in July. What about now? Now we have this guy, Daniel Amon, Z Huge, who is also a very reliable insider. He says Sony is very much going multi-platform, just in the ways they have always said and continue to say. Late PC ports, live service games on PC, select ports to other platforms, etc. There you go. Now, I don't think every PlayStation game is going to Xbox or Nintendo Switch, but I do expect more to go in the future. And that's pretty much what Z Hughes is saying right here. Now, he said this today. I'm sorry, yesterday. I'm making the video yesterday, so when I upload it, you guys understand why. But these guys are like, no, this can't be true. No, this can't be happening. Pay attention, PlayStation fanboys. Damn it, man. How many times does PlayStation have to tell you? And this guy names MN, he says it indicates that maybe they're changing their opinion on their single player PC ports, since it only made about 2% of the PlayStation revenue in the last 5 years. And out of the 2%, most of it is because of Destiny and Helldivers 2. Z Hughes answered him, they're not. Given all the recent statements and current games in development, people are once again reading too much into something. You guys are reading too much into something. Fellas, PlayStation is doing this. This little chart, whatever this chart is, it means shit. Z Hughes just told you, yes, they're still going multi-platform. Y'all are reading too much into it. I understand how you guys are hoping and wishing and praying that PlayStation, their almighty PlayStation, 80 million consoles sold, that they're not going multi-platform, but they are. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, they didn't buy Nixxes for shit. They didn't buy Nixxes to make original IP. They bought Nixxes to port games to PC and apparently other platforms. That's what they did with Helldivers 2. So you guys will be okay. It's all right, man. You don't have to sit there and cry about it. Us Xbox guys, we got over it. you'll get over it too. Just play your game, shut your punk asses up, and enjoy the rest of your day. That's all I can say, y'all. But this is going to be fun because a lot of these guys are still in denial about what PlayStation is doing. And, you know, I can't say there wasn't a lot of Xbox guys acting the same way, because there was a lot of Xbox guys still in denial about Xbox going multi-platform. But what's so funny about this is it's PlayStation, man. The built-in excuse for Xbox going multi-platform was it's Xbox. They're third place in console sales. They don't move consoles. Their games don't sell. You know, so there was an excuse. But PlayStation going multi-platform is really hurting these guys because it's PlayStation. And PlayStation has sold over 80 million consoles. They're the most popular brand, right? Why are they going multi-platform? That's what's funny. But look, I gotta go. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you happen to stumble across my channel, you think I'm decent enough, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? And if you subscribe, please hit that notification bell to know when my black ass is doing some new content, baby. All right, everybody. Peace and love. Peace and love. Shit. Damn, man.